Welcome, Jordan.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here.
Of course.
How's your day going?
It's going.
Going?
Yeah, it's going. Busy
Yeah.
as always.
How's this month going for you?
This month's going good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Love that.
It's a great month. Every month progressing, getting better, funding more. So yeah, it's awesome.
I love that. So I want to just dive right in and go into how you started in the mortgage industry. Like, what interested you?
My buddy Sam.
Okay.
Yep.
Sam Margolis?
Sam Margolis. He's been trying to get me to come out here probably since 2016, but I had my own thing going on in Oregon, and then unfortunately COVID hit, and we were in manufacturing, and most of our sales were in retail. When all the retail went down, all the stores shut down, company went bankrupt.
No.
So I had a whole future planned, and then just had to kind of pull the strings there.
Oh my gosh. Wait, what retail were you doing?
We were in cosmetic manufacturing,
What?
Mhm.
What kind of cosmetics?
like soaps and bath balls and bath
Stop.
bombs, and candles.
Like Lush, kind of?
Yeah, but better.
Yeah. I love that.
Unfortunately, I mean, we sold to like Ulta, Nordstrom's, places like that. But when you're growing so fast, you invest all of your profits
Right.
back into the business. And then when 98% of your business is wholesale and all of the stores shut down, you have no income.
Oh my gosh.
Yep.
Well, that's heartbreaking, but
Mhm.
what was that moment like for you?
Well, it sucked.
I can imagine.
Honestly, it was a blessing. I enjoyed what I did, but I didn't know about mortgages. Sam had talked about it, and before I got into the industry, I mean, I had no idea what was going on with mortgages. I actually kicked myself in the butt once I got into mortgages because I figured out how easy it was, and then I'm thinking, I could have bought a house like 10 years ago. It would have been this easy. I could have had real estate, didn't know anything about it. I was under the impression that you had to have $100,000 cash to buy a house and put all this money down. I didn't know what amortization was, didn't know what a mortgage was, didn't know what home insurance was. But my buddy Sam put some faith in me. He's like, hey man, you gotta check it out. And it happened to be my calling.
I love that.
Yeah.
And it's worked out well for you.
Mhm.
But you said it's super easy, but would you say every day it's like that? Or would you say it just depends, like when you get started, it's kind of easier?
It depends. It's easy in the sense of, for me, when I was in the manufacturing, I was responsible for a lot of people on the day to day, keeping the entire business afloat as a GM. So when you kind of go into the mortgage industry and you're doing things yourself and you're responsible for your own business, that portion is easy. For the sale itself, I find the sale is easy just because I like talking to people.
I love that.
Yeah.
You're a people person.
Yeah, so I like talking to people, and what we do puts them in a better situation. So kind of on a moral standpoint, every day when I go to bed, I feel good. Because every time I fund a loan, I know I'm helping somebody out.
It's rewarding,
Yeah,
would you
exactly.
say? Okay. Well, when you first got into mortgages, what was that first year like for you?
It was great. To be honest, it was awesome. No, when I first got in, I just kind of hit the ground running. It just kind of, I was always good with numbers, and it just kind of came to me, really grasped onto the concept almost immediately. And when I think on my first month on the floor, I funded, because where I worked, we counted it by units, funded like 32 units my first month. Granted, it was the end of COVID, so really anybody could fund units then.
But in the beginning of your career, that's pretty impressive. What did that
Oh, yeah.
feel like for you?
It felt great. I mean, it was a huge risk. When I came down, really how it all started was the company I was working for went bankrupt. 2 days later, I call Sam. I'm like, hey, is that opportunity still available? And he's like, yeah, I can get you a job. So I was like, cool. And that was at the beginning of February. So February 1st was when I made that call. And I started my first day on the 22nd, which happened to be my birthday.
Wow.
From that point, that's literally 22 days. I canceled my lease for where I was living, got a moving truck. I had a 2-month-old daughter, and, a newborn daughter, and we just kind of uplifted our life and took a risk to come out here.
Oh my gosh, was that from Oregon then?
Yep.
Wow. Did you drive or did you fly?
I drove, yeah.
With your 2-month-old daughter?
Well, no, I flew my wife and kids down.
Wow.
Yeah,
Well, still,
but
how did you do
I
that?
drove down. We packed everything into a truck. I didn't even know where I was moving.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I told Sam, I was like, find me a house. Then he sends me some papers in the mail. He's like, sign these. That's your address. So when I showed up with the moving truck, I didn't even know what the house looked like. I didn't know where I was living.
You blind bought? Just
Yep.
signed
Just-
the lottery. Like, okay. I
Yep.
mean, that's trust
Yeah,
right
he
there.
just said, "Oh yeah, of course, I trust him with just about everything." So yeah, he found me a great house. He said, "This is where you live in. This is how much it is."
Wow.
Yeah, and then I showed up, and it was funny. The day I showed up, he didn't tell me about like safe, like the passing the safe test. So I'm over here thinking, okay, I'm going to start this job. It's going to be great. And I ended up showing up in Arizona like 2 days early before my start date, and I was like, hey, it's my birthday on Monday. What are we going to do? And he's like, you're not going to do anything. Like, what do you mean? He's like, oh yeah, you have this really hard test you have to study for, and you can't do anything for like 3 weeks.
That's the worst
And-
birthday gift.
And if you don't pass the test, you don't have a job.
Okay.
Yeah. And I'm like, oh,
All right.
all right.
No biggie. Yeah,
Yep.
for sure. Like, just signed my entire life away, moved like across the country
Yeah.
pretty much.
So let me tell you, for 3 weeks, I didn't do anything. I all I did was sit in my office. I studied. I told my wife, I'm like, hey, I'm gonna be like a horrible husband for like 3 weeks. I'm MIA, and
Oh,
I dove right in, passed with flying colors, and
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. It was quite the experience. There wasn't really any. The transition time was just kind of like a snap of a finger. Like when I think back at it and I look at what I was doing before and then getting into the mortgage industry, like it's so far in the past that I don't even remember what I was doing before. Like it's just such a quick transition. I just took a step in a new direction and then kind of hit the ground running and haven't looked back.
yeah, they in my generation we call those canon events.
And there you
Canon
go.
events. They're like these moments in life you can't predict. And it can be something as simple as like dropping ketchup on your shirt, but like it changes the trajectory of your life. And there's like before that moment and after that moment. Would you say it was kind of the same for you?
Yeah, I would agree. Yeah, it was crazy, but I mean, honestly, the best decision I ever made. And then, like I mentioned, it was my calling. Like to grasp the whole concept of it, fell in love with it, fell in love with the sale, the communication with the clients, helping everybody out, and yeah, it's just been great ever since. So
Wow.
best choice I ever made in my life.
Wow. You don't hear people say that often about their job. So
Yeah.
it
But
sounds
yeah,
like you
I actually
found
enjoy it. I get excited. Like every time I wake up, I have a smile on my face. I enjoy what I'm doing.
Yeah, and
So,
clients
yeah.
can feel that.
Oh yeah, 100%.
They can feel that. They can tell that you're genuine. They can tell that you like being here. They're not chained to your desk. But a lot of the times, I feel like people start out a career and they're just like doing whatever to like keep things going, which is fine.
Yeah.
But it's nice that you found something that you love. And I think that kind of contributes to your success here. And you got our MVP Sales Director Award for August.
That's right. Yeah.
How did that feel for you?
It was great. Very rewarding.
I love that.
Yeah.
So what was that month like for you though?
Honestly, the credit goes to my team. You know, just like any team, I'm just a coach on the sidelines. You know, they're out there, they're doing all of the work, they're getting it done, they're doing the actual sale. I'm just here to help call the plays, help coach them to be better when the time comes, and you know, just keep that momentum going, keep these guys and girls just rock and rolling every single day.
Yeah, is there anything in particular you say to kind of hype them up a little bit?
Everybody's different. Everybody is different kind of on like what they need assistance with. Some people need very little. Some people need a little bit more. Some need that motivation. Some people just say, hey, I got this. Shut up, Jordan. And I'm like, all right, I get it.
Let them work.
Yeah.
Did you always see yourself in that kind of leadership role?
Eventually, yeah.
Okay.
You know, I had 10 years of experience managing before,
Right.
just in a completely different industry. So putting a team together and helping them get to the next level is something that, you know, I would say I'm used to.
What are some of those skills you think people need to get to that next level?
Well, knowledge with the industry, being able to kind of balance your tasks, but more importantly, understanding of the people that you're working with. Every single person that you're working with is a little bit differently. Some people need a little bit more tough love. Some people need a little more of a gentle touch, and it's not more of picking and choosing how you want to treat people, but it's more so knowing how they're going to be receptive to what you're saying.
Wow. So some emotional intelligence.
Definitely. It's more of just understanding what their goals are too and what they need assistance with. So just identifying that and really using that emotion or kind of how they run their business and applying support to those pieces that they need.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. Well, you credited your success to your team, but I think every little piece contributes to IHL's entire success.
100%.
And August was a record-breaking month for us.
It was.
Out
It was
of the
awesome.
entire company's history, which was insane.
I know, and we're gonna look back a year from now and look at these numbers and be like, "That's all we did, really?"
Come on, that's all we could do.
Yeah, no, it's been amazing. I mean, the model that we have here is just built for success. And that goes to the leadership, goes to Eric, Bill, Sam, everybody that just kind of put and I wouldn't even say put it together, because they have years and years of experience. Like when IHL started, this wasn't just let's see what we can do. No, this was the best in the business coming together to create something better than anybody has ever done before. Mm-hmm. And it's in a model of, essentially no fail. As long as you stick to the game plan as an LO, as a manager, even ops, everybody, as long as you stick to the game plan, it's guaranteed success.
Right. I couldn't have said it better myself.
And it's only getting better from there. It's
cool to see.
It is cool to see. It's cool to see where it grew. I when I started, I think I was employee number 17.
Wow.
Yeah, so we were back in 23, and we were at our little office off McDowell, and I mean, it was within a couple months we had gotten our second office upstairs, and then now we have this amazing location here in Old Town.
Yes.
So just getting bigger and better every single day.
Yes. Well, you've seen it grow so much in just a couple of years. Where do you think we'll be in the next year or so?
I honestly have no idea. I think that we're just going to blow the roof off this place. Yeah, mean, with how far it's grown and what we have coming, and the things that we have coming up are just, if people think that it can get better, it's going to.
Yes.
So it's hard to say where we're going to be, because sky is literally the limit, and it's just how quickly we can get there.
Right. Well, you went to Champions Club last year.
I did.
Or this year, back in March, was it?
I think or April. It was April. Yeah.
Okay. How was that for you?
It was awesome. Yeah, I needed a week off. Yeah, it was great.
Well, you don't get there just by shrugging your shoulders or buying a ticket. You get there by working hard.
Finally, getting to that point to go on the first Champions Club for IHL, it was awesome. It was just a great time, surrounded by the best people personally, and it was a good vibe for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I was still just starting out at IHL, but I was helping Liv pack and watching her work on all these edits and everything and plan everything out. And that Champions Club recap video was hilarious. First of all, everybody just seemed so happy to be there.
It was a good time.
Yeah, and I feel like IHL is rare in a company like this. It's not very often you see people so happy to spend time together even outside of work. But it's kind of hard to be upset when you're in the Bahamas.
Yeah,
it's really hard. Hard.
I mean, it was great.
Yeah. Are you shooting for Aruba this year?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just need to keep that top spot, the top team, and I'll make it there.
You got it. Well, when you're shooting for the top spot, what keeps you so motivated?
Honestly, I want my guys to be successful. If I go to Aruba or if I don't really care about that. But seeing their success is what honestly makes me happy, especially knowing my team, how hard they're working. And when they start popping off in those big months and just seeing their success, that they've busted their ass to get there. I mean, that's the rewarding part, because this job is stressful mentally. In the past, before my manufacturing, when I was at my old company, I started from the bottom, where I was out there actually making the products and worked my way up. And before that, I've done labor jobs, and those are tough, but nothing is more mentally taxing than sales. Things can change.
Right.
And so you have to have that solid mental state to be able to kind of stay on track, because one thing can happen. You have a deal fall out. You have an appraisal that comes in low. Not only does it affect your client, and now they don't get what they were expecting, but it affects you. A couple deals can completely flip your month upside down. And so being able to have that strong mental drive to kind of overlook that and get to the next level, that's the hardest thing. So seeing my team break through that and find that success and see kind of that relief of stress as they execute at that elite level every single month, that's the rewarding part.
Right. And you guys just keep raising the bar.
Yeah, I know. Every month I'm like, oh man, this funny number might get you 3 million. That'll get you top 5 for sure. Not even top 10.
No.
And that's a good thing, though.
Yes,
That's a great thing to see these numbers. I mean, what other company out there do you have 50% of the company funding, or more than 50% of the company funding over $2 million in volume? There's none.
Zero.
Yeah, it's not happening.
And it might be competitive, but that keeps you motivated.
100%. And it's nice because it's not competitive against each other.
Right.
Right. Nice thing with our model is that everybody has their at-bats. You're not sitting around waiting for leads for hours. You're not worrying when the next call is going to come or if it's going to be a good call. Your phone is ringing all day, every day. And all you have to do is pick it up and find that win. And so the opportunity is there, and it's just whoever wants to put in the most effort.
Yes. Like you said, you guys set this system up and it was built for people to succeed.
Mhm.
You just have to
100%.
want it.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Well, outside of numbers, is there any way that you measure your success? Because I know it's not just numbers at the end of the day. I know you're a dad. I know you're a husband. I
Yeah.
know you are a leader and you care about those things. You care about people.
I guess the lack of stress. When I'm feeling successful, my team is doing well, and there's nothing to worry about.
Right.
I can say like, okay, I made it. Right? I'm not putting out the fires. I don't have anything to worry about, both financially, mentally. I feel secure, and same with my team. That's the part of kind of being a manager. And I guess you could say it isn't about the numbers, because I think I get the most stressed out, not about the numbers, but about my own team. Like when they're stressing out, that stresses me out, not because that it's bothering me in any way, but because if there's anybody that's struggling, even if it's over the smallest thing with like a single file, that kind of hurts me, right?
Yeah,
Like,
because you care.
yeah, exactly, because I care. And it's like, okay, how can I assist, right? And so that's where I find my success outside of the numbers, is being able to help these guys alleviate their stress and be able to be successful. And so when they are feeling good, that's when I'm feeling good. That's when I feel successul. So it all comes down to their success.
I think that's a great sign of a good leader. But also, like in times like this, where it's the end of the month,
Oh, yeah.
and everyone's running around like a chicken with their head cut off, you know that the systems that you put in place, the lessons you've taught them, they're going to work.
No, they always do. The proof is in the numbers, right?
Proof is in the pudding.
Yeah, proof is in the pudding. Everybody has seen what we've done just in the last 18 months. And that's the proof of what our system does work.
Right.
And it's only getting better.
Only getting better.
Yep.
Well, in the meantime, what was the biggest lesson that you've learned in the mortgage industry?
Honesty and transparency. Clients can tell if you're BSing them.
They can.
Yeah, and the thing is that you shouldn't, right? Our job is to help our clients and our borrowers achieve their goals, right? And to put them in a better financial situation. And the best way to do that is just be upfront. Be upfront, be transparent, and educate them in the transaction that you're doing. This is their biggest asset in most cases. This is their livelihood. And so being able to be transparent with those clients, leaving no stone left unturned, so they have full understanding of what they're doing, that is the biggest lesson there. And I think that's the key to success in the sales, especially in the mortgage industry, is just making sure that you have that communication and you have that translation. We speak a different language as LLs. We have all these acronyms, DTI, LTV, amortization, recoup. And you go and you talk to an everyday person that's not in the financial industry, and you start saying these,
It's like an alien.
Yeah, these acronyms, and they're looking at you like, what the hell are you talking about? And so a lot of times people like to use those words because they sound professional and it sounds like you know what you're doing. In reality, it's almost like a smokescreen. You're hiding behind those numbers and you're leaving the client confused, because a lot of times you say, oh yeah, but you're saving this amount of money. That's great. But to what end? At what cost am I saving that money? And that's where you get a lot of clients, they aren't really convinced because they just see that savings, but they don't know how it got there.
Right.
A lot of times they think it's too good to be true, because if you start using those and you hide behind those words, a lot of times they're going to feel that way because they don't understand it. So I found my success has always been more so of being able to translate what I know into kind of a language that they understand.
Right.
And being able to lay down the game plan and educate them, not just for this transaction, but for future transactions. So they understand when they do a refinance, where the benefit is, how are we getting there? How is the loan being structured? What is being affected? And putting that all out in a way that they actually understand and they learn how this works. So then when it does get to the point where we get to the closing table, there are no surprises.
Right.
I'm not using these acronyms that they don't understand to convince them to do it. No, I'm translating it in a way that they can read the book themselves and they can understand it.
Yes. And would you say that's always easy to do, or does that take time?
I found that has been where I found my success. I don't think it's easy to do, and that's kind of where I've been trying to help my team, and really just anybody that asks, whether they're on my team or not, kind of where I find my success, and that's where I try to kind of preach my methods, if you will. Translating into you could say even like translating into layman's terms, so it's understandable to everybody and not just to us.
Right. Absolutely. Well, you've shared so much about your professional growth.
No,
I want to know about who Jordan Brown is outside of work.
my dad. That's really about it. I'm a homebody. Ask anybody out here. Not many people have seen me out and about. The occasional birthday, I'll go out.
Yeah.
But I mean, I have 2 daughters. I have a 9-year-old and a 4-year-old. A wife, and
Girl
that's
dad.
girl dad for sure. Yeah, 2 dogs and
Cute. What kind of dogs?
German shepherds.
Shut up. I have a
Yep.
German Shepherd. What are their names?
Robbie and Rollo.
Okay, what are your daughters' names? I feel bad for asking their names.
Emma and Nora.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's so cute. Okay, you were saying I got distracted.
This job is it's taxing. It takes a lot of time. Pretty much any free time is family time.
Yes.
So that's who I am outside of work. Is I'm a dad, and that's where I devote all of my attention when I'm not working.
I love that.
My team gets 60 hours a week from me. My family gets the rest.
Well, that's very generous of
Yeah.
you. You have 2 daughters. Are they in any like extracurriculars, like go to your practices or anything like that?
Softball and ice skating for my oldest. My
Okay.
4-year-old, no sports yet. She tried karate, a little too wild for it.
Too wild for karate?
Yes,
How is that possible?
you'll have to meet her.
Oh God, I'm
Yep.
scared.
She's swimming right now. That's what she's doing. But I'm sure she's going to be into everything and try everything.
I
Yeah,
love
she's super adventurous. So we'll see.
Okay.
We'll see where she goes.
I love that.
Mhm.
Anything else? You said you're a homebody. Do you watch any like particular shows or movies consistently, or?
Honestly, no.
No?
I mean, I guess I'll watch like my Game of Thrones,
I knew it.
but any recent shows, not really. To be
No.
honest,
Reruns on reruns.
reruns and sleep.
Okay, I feel you on that.
Sleep. I mean, I work all day. I come home, then it's kid time, and so I have to wear them out so then they can go to bed. And then by the time that's done, I start looking at my bed. I'm like, all right, it's time to hang it up for tonight, and kind of just repeat cycle. So I'm not super fun outside of work. I'm just a dad,
That's
a
okay.
tired dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you're doing great. What are you looking forward to most in the future of IHL?
Next steps. I want to build a big team. I want to build a couple big teams, right? So, and I want to see where we go. I mean, we're still, I would say, size-wise and kind of our ideas of where we want to be. This is still kind of the infant stage. I mean, it's just going to continue growing, and I'm just privileged to be here for that growth, and I'm excited to grow with it. So, I mean, I don't know. We'll see where it goes. Right now, I'm fresh into the sales director, so I want to take all of that in and become a master of my craft at this level. And then the next level that, the opportunity that pops up, we'll see then. But first, if I was offered a higher position job today, I wouldn't take it because I want to become best of the best of what I do right now at this level. Then I'll be ready for the next.
Wow.
So just taking one step at a time and just kind of fine tuning everything first.
Absolutely. Okay. Is there anything else that you want to share with us today?
Nothing else. I think that's it. I mean, do you have any other questions for me?
Are you always in all black?
Most of the time, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
The
I
reason
have
why?
I have some I wear some like white or tan shorts every once in a while.
Okay.
Yeah. Usually rocking a black t-shirt with it though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was it always like that?
No.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I used to be complete opposite. Like when I was younger, I used to be very like I'd have all the bright colors.
Just neons?
No, just brighter colors, I guess.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you just you left Oregon and you're just not doing well?
I guess I missed all of the gray and gloomy of Oregon.
had
So
to bring it
yeah,
down.
I had to bring it to us. Yeah,
That's fair. Okay. Okay. What would it take for you to wear a pink shirt to work?
I have a pink shirt.
What would it take for you to wear it?
I mean, I won't. So
Okay. If you go to Aruba this year,
yeah,
you have to wear a pink shirt to the office.
easy.
Okay.
I wore
done.
I wore a pink shirt in St. Kitts.
I'll shake on it.
Yeah. You have to give me an IHL pink shirt.
Okay, we can do that. Well, thank you so much for being here.
Of course. Thank you for having me.